Why don't you think that those legislation can properly be made under the Attorney General's Act? So that to create clarity on perhaps how to use it and not to use it, and create regulations thereunder. In fact, even show what this emblem is, because I don't think there is a law which shows what this emblem is, just like the coat of arms of Kenya, right? Yeah, those three.
Thank you so much. Osoro?
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I also want to agree with Honorable TJ that I think perhaps we are sitting with the right person to also take us through. There is a proposal. We want now to presume that it's from the cabinet, per se. I think the recommendations made by the Secretary of the Cabinet slightly make some very good proposals, or per se, like the public seal, the element of the public seal, and the question that you've raised, whether it's about time that we go electronic or something. But even before we go to that direction, I still want to understand what really has changed. Why do we want to change the custodian of the public seal from the AG to the head of public service? They are both, per se, quote unquote, advisors to the president. But the head of the public service has got a lot in his tray. Is it the personality issue now? Are we acting on the current situation as it is? And to be blunt enough, or to be blunt, more blunt, is it that we're having an issue with the current AG? That we're making laws out of emotions, something that we are really feeling that this is not the right person now, we should change. We should relinquish, or rather we should have him, like cut to size, per se, for lack of a better word. Because as it is right now, I mean, even from your own proposal, the custodian of the public seal has been the AG over the years. And I think it's Honorable Farah who said that looking at the history, are we trying to kill the AG's office? Because constitutionally, now, of course, he's been deprived of his, through the constitution that we passed in 2010, he used to be the DPP, he's no longer the DPP. He's now being told you can't even keep the public seal. Is it the issue with the AG currently, or it's, what is the formation of this? Why do we want to form this? Number two, the issue of the advisor. I also want to hear your view, and I think the earlier presenter, the earlier people that came here, the other group that came here, also had their view on this. The issue of the advisor. Somebody raised a very pertinent issue that we also need to hear from you. The advisor is appointed by the outgoing president. And it's very important for us to know that very advisor, he's supposed to sit in that, I think, supposed to be a member in that particular assumption of office. Really, what will he advise the president-elect? And taking in consideration of what we went through as a country, in the previous election, the outgoing president, the incoming president, it's in public knowledge that they were not seeing eye to eye. So you assume that now this is the advisor that is going to advise the president-elect? How possible is that? That is my concern, Honorable Chair.
Honorable Vice Chair?
Thank you very much. You will add, because there's, you add, Honorable Farah. Secretary to Cabinet. You are ready? I can ask my questions?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you very much for appearing before us, and thank you for the presentation. Your office is a creature of the Constitution, Article 154. And one of the functions that we are given under Article 154, 3C, is to convey the decisions of the Cabinet to the appropriate persons or authorities. Now, foundational question. In terms of how we understand legislative drafting and the procedure thereof in this country is that a department will identify there will be a real problem, which is, as lawyers, we call it mischief. Then that department will give instructions for drafting to their legal counsel, seconded by the Attorney General. That will be drafted in terms of a policy to begin with, and then it will be put now into the technical drafting of a statute. And the policy, together with the draft amendment or new law, will form a cabinet memorandum that will come before cabinet for approval. And then when cabinet approves, the Attorney General will publish, and then it will come to Parliament. As the Secretary to Cabinet, do you, and when that is done, is now when you exercise your powers under 154.
Kiu nĩ gĩikaro kĩrathiĩ na mbere gĩa kamĩtĩ ya mbunge ĩgiĩ watho na ĩrĩa ĩgiĩ ũgitĩri magĩthikĩrĩria mamwe ma mendekithia ma mawatho marĩa matemanĩtio nĩ thirikari ĩkĩenda gũcenjia maũndũ matiganĩte. Na hau niho tũgwĩkĩrĩra gaturumo ndurumeni matũra-inĩ mĩaraho ya ũmũthĩ, no ndagĩka cia gũtarĩrĩra nĩ ngũkorwo ngĩcokereria nĩguo tũthiĩ na mbere na mohoro gĩtagwo Njoroge wa Kĩmani.